Hey, historians. Welcome to another great episode of the Historically Haunted Show, Season 2. We're still kicking it off here. I started obviously in like October about Halloween, so it's not like it's seasonally. I mean, it is, but January doesn't mean it's Season 2. It's Season 2 kicked off weeks ago. So this is Episode 8. I have a great guest kicking right off. Someone I've known for a while through Facebook. I've never met her personally yet. ALLIE Bennett. Let's tell a little bit about ALLIE Bennett. ALLIE the Psychic Medium. She's an author. She's got her first book coming out now. She's been in tune with the other side for a while. And if you follow her posts like me and you're one of her sunflowers, I'm one of her sunflowers, as well as about 3,000 people are now and growing every day. She's just like most people. She's a mom. She's just, she's a wife, and she's just trying to get through life. We're talking with spirits of the dead and being a normal life, and trying to help people and just trying to get by each day. So let's talk a little bit to her now. So glad. And if those of you that have followed her, she has black hair. Well, a little treat for you because she dyed her hair. So this is the real ALLIE Bennett. This is the real ALLIE the Psychic Medium.
Hi.
What's up, girl?
Hey, thank you for having me.
Get closer. There we go. That's better. All right. How about this so it's not so close? Right there. That's good.
Yeah, that works.
Awesome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
I appreciate you very much. Oh, absolutely. It's been in the meantime. It's been in the works. I had you on my radio show on Paranormal King Network. That was audio only, which is great. But now that that's gone, I kind of wanted you on here. So good evening, Michelle. Thanks for checking in again.
Good evening.
So I want to get her off the bat, ALLIE. I'm going to ask you. We're going to have some fun questions. We're going to have this a fun hour. But I want to ask you right off the bat, how long have you been in tune? I want to say, like, how long have you really known you've had this gift?
Yeah, sure. So since I was born, basically, my parents always knew I was a little bit different than other kids, and I was definitely more sensitive, I guess you could say. But as I got older, I had a very surreal, vivid, and crazy experience when I was about 4 years old. And it's in my book, so I don't want to share too much of what happened, but essentially, essentially when I was 4, we had a neighbor that's life was taken by somebody else, and I had no way of knowing what happened to her, but I experienced a vision, and I saw basically everything that happened, and the police came later on that day to tell my parents that, that she was killed, because when I told my parents what I saw, they were like, oh, it's just a bad dream. Like, don't worry about it. Or, it's just your imagination. But when the police came and told my parents what had happened to her, I described everything to the T as to what happened to her without any way knowing. So from there, my mom just kind of worked with me to help me get to like a middle ground where I had somewhat of some kind of control over it. And then as I got older, I just kind of took the reins, did it myself, and made it my own. I don't really follow any like religion or belief. I believe what I see when I experience, and I just make it my own, just so I don't have to encapsulate myself under anything.
Wow, that's. I mean, honestly, I knew a little bit about you, and I didn't know that. Like, that's amazing to go from like bad dream to like holy shit. Like our daughter, like, well, basically, like that's. I mean, and real quick, we got first checking in. Erica says hello.
Hi, Erica.
Erica, and everybody's checking in. Jeff says hello. Adam and ALLIE, what's going on?
Hi,
and Nikki Ray. So they're coming in now. We're talking ALLIE the Psychic Medium. Wow, so you've had this. I mean. Do you feel like your mom or anybody in your family, have you done any research to see if they had a gift too? Is it hereditary or is it just?
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So basically, my mom has an ability, and my sisters have abilities. It basically goes all the way back in my family until like Native American in my family too. So it's been in us forever. So I believe that everybody has this capability, but I believe that there are certain people that are chosen to do this as their purpose. And if you take the time and the effort and the practice into opening up this part of yourself and becoming more aware than what the world wants you to believe, you're going to have these experiences, and you would be able to communicate with spirits and everything else if you raise your awareness. And doing that is a lot easier than it sounds. Being more aware, that all that means is that you're not just walking through life going forward and looking at everything that's in front of you, you're paying attention to everything that's around you too. And the more you practice doing that, you're raising your awareness, which means you'll be able to have those experiences.
Take the horse blinders off, right?
Exactly.
Take that off and go, oh shit, there's fucking colors over there.
Right.
I know. And what's funny, I told it to my girlfriend Heather, and she'd be tuning in. She's actually downstairs right now with her daughter. She'll be tuning in. But I told her that. I said, it seems like people in the world, they just so very, I mean, even the day-to-day, get up, have my coffee, take a shower, go to work, come home, take a nap, or whatever. And it's very mundane. And I think if you break that cycle, you'd be surprised.
Exactly.
Holy shit. You know, you can't believe you're just now running oh, look at that. You got the man checking in. There he is. Looking good, baby girl. So you better be your husband. Of course, it's AJ.
Yeah.
I know. Psychic Alexandria Sar, psychic medium Alexandria Sar is checking in. Hello.
Thank you for being
She's
here.
awesome.
She is.
I was going to say when I brought you on, too, I was going to say the girl that makes the girl that's dating fucking MGK, the girl that makes MGK, Megan Fox, the girl that Megan Fox wants to be Allie Bennett.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No, you're awesome, man. And it's like I said, you know, you have this in you, and I've seen your TikTok videos and the things that you post about. Like I say, you call your followers, not your followers. That sounds kind of Manson-ish, but you're you know, I mean, you're I don't know, you're not your fans, but I guess your people, your sunflowers, that's what you call us. Yeah. And you're very much in tune for someone your age. You're so young and you're so in tune. And it sounds to me like, I don't know, man, this is it for you. Like I watched that video of you and it's like seeing ghosts everywhere is cool, huh? You're like, yeah, but it shows spirits everywhere. Like you just can't turn it off. What do you deal with for that? You must set up boundaries and say, this is my family time. Leave me be, right?
It's very difficult, and that's something that I really, really dive into in my book. I wanted my book to be the most authentic, sincere, and genuine representation of what it's like to be a medium, because like myself personally, when I got into this field, I was so fucking tired of hearing the same shit over and over and over again when my experiences didn't match anything that I was reading. And I'm like, okay, well, am I insane? And I can't be insane because the things I experience, there's validity to them. So I just felt so lost and like hopeless. And that's not a way you want to start this journey. So I wanted my book to encompass everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. And as a medium, you experience that all day long. Like there are very, very few times that I do not experience something negative, something positive. It's just all the time. And it feels very violating sometimes, just because, you know, if a spirit decides that they're going to walk in and talk to me about something, I don't always have control over that, especially if they're persistent enough, then my boundaries don't even matter. So whenever you want to put yourself in my position of what that feels like, just imagine that you take every single precaution to secure your home at night so that you can go to bed and not have to worry about somebody breaking into your house. Well, for me, it's very much like I do all these precautions to keep spirits out, but they can still break in and get in. So I don't ever really get to be alone in my own head. And that part of it really does suck. But
I tell you, it's like just like the cartoons. Ghosts can go through walls. Ghosts don't know locks.
Yeah, they don't care. Yeah,
that don't mean shit to them. No.
Yeah, yes, they can be anywhere they want to be, wherever they want to be, however they want to do it. So you are very much at, you know, their demise. Whatever they need it, and that's what I'm here to do. As much as it does suck most of the time, you know,
like I think it's Spider-Man, a hero of yours, that said it best. It's a gift and a curse. Great power comes with great responsibility. He's not just your hero for a reason. She loves Spider-Man, guys. She's a big Marvel chick.
Yeah,
she's a gamer too. Yeah, you're cool, and you're really into that shit. Kenneth Drake's checking in. One of the best.
Thank you for being here.
Kenneth, yes, me and Kenneth Drake. We get some more sunflowers checking in.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us, Francesca.
So
we got a cool. We get a question real quick from Nikki Ray. She says, "Can you explain what shadow work is and how we can do it ourselves?" Thank you, Nikki.
Yeah, so I think that everybody's definition of shadow work is a little bit different, but I will try to explain it in the way that I see it. So, how I see shadow work is you are viewing yourself from outside of yourself. You're looking at the things in a different perspective. So, if you were looking in the mirror as your own self, you're going to pick apart yourself and try to judge yourself in all these different ways. But if you pull yourself out of that perspective, like you're looking at a stranger, you're not going to be as critical of yourself. And when you do look at yourself from an outsider's perspective and you see flaws, those are the things that you want to work on, whether that's emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever that is. All that is just analyzing yourself from a different perspective and being, more gentle on yourself through it. And that's also a part of raising your awareness too. So at least for me, that's what it means.
God damn. How many podcasts have you done?
And not that many.
Oh my God, you're a natural. Usually get to pull the words out of people. I'm just like,
Thank you.
Just go, girl, go. It's spot on, 46 and 2. Yeah, that's funny. That Tool song, but that's what that's about, is like the schisms and all that good stuff. Oh, you got some fangirls out there loving your hair, looking beautiful. She's talking about me.
She's definitely talking about you. Yeah.
Allie. You're one of the most positive people I notice on Facebook. Allie's, my girlfriend Heather, she's always like, boy, Allie's just right. And obviously you're not always, but at the same time, why spread negativity? If you're feeling like shit, whatever, but spread that's how sunflowers grow, sun, right? We don't need weeds around. Exactly. Cynthia says, hello, sweet girl.
Cynthia. Hi.
AJ says, careful, you're going to blind the camera with that thing. Oh, me, you mean? Thanks, AJ. AJ, I got you defriended for some reason. My account got hacked, and I lost you as a friend, so I sent you a friend request yesterday, so please accept it. I lost some friends and pictures.
Oh, okay, because he was so worried that it was like somebody else that had made a fake Facebook of you, so...
No, it was me because I lost some friends. I go, fuck, I lost AJ. I said, I get hacked like once a month for some fucked up reason.
Oh, geez.
I don't know what it is. People can be hating. So anyway, I want to tell you guys real quick. Allie messaged me because we talk a little bit about the show and stuff, getting ready. And she said, I got it around Christmas time, and she got a reading real quick. And I'm going to try not to cry. But she said basically my mom came through. And I'm not going to say everything, but what she said, no one really knows. No one that knows Allie, no one that could tell Allie about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying that my mom said that she's proud of her boy. And, I know a lot of mothers call their sons their boy, but a 43-year-old man, I'm just saying, she said it till the day she died 3-4 years ago. So Allie's the real deal. I always knew anyway, but that little tiny, quick little reading you gave me. And you know me, dude, you don't know me, but people, trust me, every day, I'll read you. People always want to be on the show. I'll give you free readings. So I get a lot of readings. I do. And sometimes it's like, oh, that was good. I'm not going to tell them, oh, that sucked. But I just go, oh, yeah. But nothing resonates, really. So nothing really hits that. And for someone I barely talked to, Allie, you fucking nailed it, man. I'm going to cry. So I got to stop. I miss my mom. But anyway, everybody's checking in. Mercury's retrograde. That's right. Is that right now, by the way? Did you share that?
I have no idea if it's going on right now. It wouldn't surprise me.
Well, Jeff wants to know if you can explain it or why everybody freaks out. I mean, is it a wise tale, the whole don't buy electricity during, don't buy electronic stuff during Mercury, all that shit?
So that's funny that you say that, because I honestly I don't really know a whole lot about astrology. I know the basics of it, but I don't know all of it in depth. I know that Mercury retrograde really affects human beings because of all the different electrical pulses and everything. But it's weird that got brought up, because right before I was about to get on here with you, my outlet and my wall literally almost caught on fire when I was trying to plug something in, and it's never done that before.
Shut up.
So yeah, I swear to God. So that's crazy. Yeah.
It's right now, I believe, too. Oh, your friend Lisa Ann says, Adam, your hair looks great too. Very nice groomed beard. Well, thank you. I'll take care where I can get it at this point. That does work well. But I think you stated something earlier. Even though you can only set up so much for boundaries, you're kind of in control of your own fate if you really need to be.
Yes.
Do you use what do you use for do you use gems, sage? Do you use rocks, crystals, anything like that?
So I do. I have a few crystals. Specifically, I have obsidian. I don't know what it is about me.
Obsidian's big.
Yeah, it is. And I don't know if it's just like a me thing or just because like I am probably the most skeptical medium that exists because I know that's an oxymoron and doesn't make any sense, but it is just I've always been like that. If I wasn't a medium, I don't even know if I would believe in the paranormal, which like I know a lot of people have a hard time
Really?
wrapping their head around that, but I
That's
have
kind of
to
weird.
see it and experience it to believe it. Otherwise, to me, I'm going to try to debunk it. And that's how I've always been. So when it comes to crystals, I
Well,
think that they're beautiful and I love them. I love wearing them. I like having them around me. But as far as like protection, I have never really experienced one protect me. I think that the reason that crystals work is because they're intention based. So anything that you put out, you're going to receive. And if you believe
I
that
agree.
something works strong enough, that intention is going to come true. So,
I.e., a crucifix. God help me. And they hold the crucifix in the thing. You look at the crucifix in The Exorcist. I
exactly.
think that's
Exactly.
really anything. Like a three-leaf clover to the Irish. It's what you
Exactly.
believe. It's what you
Exactly.
put your faith in. That's why, right? I love that fucking answer. God damn. No wonder you give
Thank
this
you.
girl a show. Look, get her a
I thought about
movie.
it. I thought about
Um,
it.
you're on your way up. You've got a lot to do. You got your little kid growing up, but you can balance some shit. I see you
Thank
doing
you.
so much. Good evening to you and Heather. Well, I think you meant me, maybe. I don't know what's going on, everybody. Because I'm psychic, just gets funny. Sitting for good protection. Oh yeah, Heather did check in. John's wife says hello. I like her. That's good, Linda.
Thank
Linda,
you.
Allie gets Linda's approval, so that's good. That
Well,
can
thank you.
so that's good. So let's talk a little bit because I know you're younger and you love. I mean, this is your life, but you love a lot of good shit to do. So what do you listen to for jams, man? You're all over the place for music. What do you like? What's like your go-to
I
right now?
Right now I have like 8 specific songs that I just listen to over and over and over again.
Awesome. Give me four or
It's just what I
five.
do. Let's
That's
see. I
cool.
really like this cover band called Loveless. I found them on TikTok
Hmm.
actually. They have covers of like Billie Eilish songs,
Yeah,
just all kinds of different stuff. Their music's incredible. They're
that's
just
fun.
like they're kind of a smaller band. Like they kind of just focus on like TikTok and Spotify, but they're awesome. Olivia Rodrigo, I really like her
Mhm.
music.
Mhm.
Dove Cameron, I love Green Day. I've like Falling in Reverse. I have
Yeah,
like a combination of everything. Like I don't
that's
really
pretty
have
cool.
too much of a preference.
That's cool. That's well-rounded is the way to be. I was gonna say you shot Green Day in there, and I was like, oh shit, that came out of nowhere, but that's
Yeah.
cool. Green Day's
I
some
have
good
a
shit.
Green Day tattoo actually. I don't know if you could see
Oh,
it, but
dope.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
killer. Dookie,
Yeah.
yeah, Dookie turned me on. I'm a little bit
It's
older
a
than
good
you, so I was
one.
like high school, but Dookie was great. But
I remember listening to that in my dad's truck when I was little.
uh,
So
oh
yep.
man, what's the video where they're all in that house and people are all walking around basket
Basket
case?
case. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I was like, boy, oh boy. Um, let's see, what's this here? Linda Sterling. Oh, Linda Sterling. Yeah, Linda Sterling's pretty cool. Yes, very good.
Yes. Yes, she is.
Um, she's very good. So, yeah, well, I'm gonna bring on some stuff because I want to talk about your book. I want to get to
Yeah,
that. And I
absolutely.
had so I'm gonna share something. I've never really done this. So if you can't hear or see either of us guys, I don't know. Okay, just hold on one second. I'm gonna add this to screen. I got it all set up. Where is it? Right here. And this is where you can order her book. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Can you see what's on the screen? Pre-order Living with the Dead, author Allison Bennett, acclaimed psychic medium, Allie the Psychic Medium. And there's the stuff. You guys can get the hardcover, shipping fee with it too.
And
And
everybody that pre-orders the book gets their copy signed too. I'm excited for that.
ooh, all right. Well, we got to talk after the show because then I want one. I wanted to meet you in person and
Yeah.
get it signed, but if I can get one signed now and just meet you and get a picture one day, I'll be happy.
Yes, we will
And
make sure
then
we meet someday.
awesome. And let me play this real quick too. This I thought was really cool. It's an older video, but this is on her Facebook page, guys.
Psychic medium green flags from a psychic medium. I'm going to try to keep this at one part. Number 1, they represent themselves as a vessel for spirit. They care more about spirit and about you than themselves. They're thankful to spirit and to you, and they make that known. They ask you who you want to connect with. They share their beliefs. Education is really important when it comes to anything spiritually related because there's a lot of knowledge out there about it. They offer some sort of sample reading, I've touched on this a lot today, but I think that you really need to understand how important it is that you get that little tiny bit prior to going into a private session so you know what to expect and you don't have false expectations. They seem like a very normal person. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't seem like a normal person, because we are. But if you go into a session with someone that you feel intimidated by, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to go well.
So see, that's a little sample. Let me get back here real quick. You can find a lot of that stuff on there. I mean, you do pop up greetings daily, weekly, monthly, and a lot of times it's just a little inspirational quote. And of course, you do offer online readings. If people wanted to message your page, would you offer a setup for readings and stuff like that?
So right now, I'm actually not taking any more clients. I don't know when I'm going to go back into that again. I'm just kind of giving myself a break right now and kind of focus on what, like the commitments I have at the moment. But I'm really contemplating a decision inside of me right now. But I think this is like a very good opportunity for me to share what I've been contemplating, if that's okay.
Please, the floor is yours.
So for the entire time that I've been doing this publicly, I've had this like constant roller coaster of, do I want to do this forever? Or do I not want to do this forever? And as my daughter gets older and, life goes on, I'm starting to realize how much of myself I have to give away in order to do this. And I'm giving it away to people, that I don't necessarily know, instead of giving it to my daughter. And that's not something I ever wanted my life to become. And that doesn't really have anything to do with being a medium. It just has to do with being available to the public 24/7. So I think that this is actually going to be my last year of mediumship. I really want to go back to school, and I just have a lot of different things I want to do. And I harp on people all the time that they need to go after what they want and what they need in life. And if I'm not doing that for myself, then I'm a hypocrite. So,
Oh, and nothing's forever. You're so young. Who's to say in 5 or 10 years? But for right now, you want to focus on family, and that's commendable. I think a lot of people, whether it's rock stars, actors, wrestlers, or even psychics that take their time and go, I'm going to go on the road, and then they come back and their kid's fucking 9, and they go, hi, daddy. It's like, shit, where's the last 5 birthdays?
Exactly.
You know, and then when you're 70, and you're not doing readings, when you're not washed up, I don't mean washed up, when you're doing little rinky-dink readings and you're dying and your kids don't care, man, cat's in the cradle. So commendable, Allie. No, commendable. Nothing forever.
Will always be more important to me than anything else that I do. So
I saw the pictures of you clowns all laughing under the tree, goofy with the elephant ear or elf ears and shit.
Yes.
You know, cute little
that.
family. Yeah, cute little family. And you know what? You don't owe anybody anything. You have this gift, and you're doing it for your best that you can. And I'm sure, obviously family members and friends or people on Facebook, hit you up and say, hey, I don't feel whatever. And I'm sure if you had time, you'd sneak it in. But to take yourself off the map for a couple of years, indefinitely, so to speak.
Exactly.
Yeah. No one, girl. Fucking good for you.
Thank you.
Even AJ said, yes, girl. Yes, girl. Debbie's throwing up the sunflowers, girl. Yeah.
Hi.
I love that. So the purple hearts too. My girlfriend Heather, Allie, you are wise. You are wise, Allie. That's a little Yoda. Allie, wise you are.
Thank you, Heather.
You take care of you, Allie. John's great. John's going through some cancer and a bunch of bad shit. And he follows me through all my travels. Always loving wherever I go, all these filming sites. And he goes, I feel like I'm there at Stephen King's Pet Cemetery when you're there. He's loving it. And he tunes in every show.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, he tunes in. He loves all my guests. Wise you are, Allie, AJ says. I know you catch that one. He's a nerd like me. We love our fucking sci-fi shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get you. I was saying, Allie and the family got me believe it or not, a Christmas card, man. And I've only gotten like 4. So I've only gotten 4 pieces of letters or anything from anybody since I've moved. I didn't get anything from my family as far as Christmas cards or anything. For Christmas,
it makes me feel better. I didn't either.
No, I know, but you know what family is? It's not so much blood anymore. It's not like the Italians used to say, man. Ever since my mom died, my family pretty much just gave up on me, I guess. So I gave up on them for the most part, not all of them, but I think family is people like you that talk to every day, like not every day, but when you do message me, or it's pure, it's not bullshit. You're like, yo, your mom came through to me. I can't wait for the show. I'll leave you with that. Merry Christmas. And I'm like, oh my God, who is this chick? Who is this girl? Like you're very much in tune to it. I don't think you'll ever lose the gift. You can't. It's just
no.
But why? No, man. Why? So let's talk about this damn book. How long is this? It seems like you've been in the works for a couple of years with this book, huh?
Yeah, I have. I have ADHD, so it's been really hard for me to like sit down and commit to it. So, it's yeah. It was rough trying to come up with all of it. So I worked on it on my good days when I was able to like stay in the zone for an extended period of time. But I'm so glad that it's done and it'll be coming out on the 20th and it's available for pre-order now. It's called Living with the Dead. And like I said, I basically encapsulating everything I've experienced as a medium, how I got to where I am now, along with actually interview a spirit in the book. And his name's Jacob. He's actually one of my friends in spirit. I met him in an incredible way. And I talk about the other side and everything that a spirit experiences from his perspective with his words. So it's also kind of like a way to see how I communicate with spirit too, because it's kind of like a reading in the book, I guess you could say, because I'm speaking to him and relaying what he's telling me.
Oh, Trish Marsh dropping some black hearts on us. What's
Trisha
up, Trisha?
Trisha is Jacob's mother, actually.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah,
this relation, it's like Stephen King universe meets Marvel universe. They're all related. It's the subway. Ghost Rider is the son of Pennywise, man. I tell you. So let's a little bit real quick. We're gonna get off the subject. We're gonna get back on. We still got about a half hour, but I'm dying to know, girl. What do you like for horror movies? I know you love Marvel. I know you get your Spider-Man's little girly, but what do you dig for horror movies?
Oh gosh.
Do you dig horror movies? Do you dig it?
Oh yeah, I do. I really like psychological thrillers. Those are probably my favorite. I loved Stephen King. Yeah, I loved Stephen King when I was growing up. I really like Insidious was probably one of my favorite horror movies. It didn't scare me. It didn't scare me at all.
Really?
It takes a lot to scare me, but
it's kind of fucked up.
Aliens. If it's aliens, absolutely fuck not. I will not partake in anything.
Aliens and spiders. Aliens and spiders are your two your kryptonite, huh?
I can't. Like, even just thinking about it just like makes my skin crawl. And sharks. I don't do sharks either. Like, I love Jaws like to my core, but like it terrifies the shit out of me. So I can't.
I was gonna say in Historically Haunted group, I shared the origin of Jaws, and you put a heart in Jersey. Shark killings in New Jersey. So you don't like sharks, you don't like spiders.
No, I'm always fascinated by the things that terrify me, and that's probably how I ended up with the way that I am now. But if it scares me, I'm gonna look into it. But with aliens, absolutely not. It's like I will not talk about it. I won't look into it. I swear I was abducted by aliens or something. And that's why I'm so terrified. So
I was gonna, damn it, you are psychic. I was gonna ask you, have you seen aliens? You think you've seen them? Or
when I was a kid, I swore up and down that I saw a UFO in the sky, but like I also had just seen Signs like 2 years before that, and it literally wrecked
the movie
me.
Signs.
It wrecked me emotionally.
That's a psychological alien movie, bro.
Yes, I can't. And like I think that I was just seeing like a satellite or something and thought it was a UFO. I mean, it very well could have been. I hope it wasn't.
You think, Allie? Don't bullshit. You don't know.
I don't know. I know that they're real. I know they're real, or I wouldn't be scared of them.
So. Oh, AJ, you have no idea, dude. He says
it's bad. It's bad. Yeah.
Oh. Because then earlier, like I can't stand spiders because I share that psychic thing about killing things with your mind, bugs. You're like, you like Spider-Man. You hate spiders. How ironic is that, girl?
Yeah.
So exactly. So Insidious. I can see you like I guess like Doctor what's the new one there? The Stephen King Shining one. What the fuck's the name of it? Dr. Sleep. Have you seen that yet?
I haven't seen that.
Dr. Sleep.
No.
Check that out. It's based on The Shining. Yeah, watch The Shining first.
Wow.
Danny grew up.
Yes.
Danny's got psychic abilities. He's the doctor. Hey, Doc. Remember Doctor?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So give me one more. Give me some more movies. Give me some fun ones. You must have some.
I'm trying to think, babe. If you remember what the movie is, will you say it? Because I can't remember. It's Case something. It's basically about this like
Case 39.
Yes, I fucking love that movie.
Yes,
that is a very good movie. Yeah.
Oh,
it's so real, and that actually leads me to that story that I was going to tell you. I was going to share with everybody with the picture that I sent you because I actually was at an insane asylum. So if you want me to,
I have that set up here. You're ready.
I will.
Say the story first, though, and I'll show the picture. Go ahead.
Sure.
Please.
So like pretty much my entire life I've had an infatuation with like history, just like you have, and specifically this state hospital that was in our area. So the state hospital was a place in Peoria, Illinois. It's also known as like the Bartonville State Hospital. And my great great grandmother was actually a patient there. And the reason that she was a patient there was because she told family members that she saw demons and spirits. And back then, nobody listened to that. They were just like, "You're insane." And somebody reported her and committed her for that into this state hospital. Hold on one second. Okay.
What's up, dude? I'm on my break. I just wanted to stop.
Hey, I was gonna hope you're gonna pop in. What's up, AJ? This dude supports her so much. He's very quiet, very modest. I mean, you're a cool dude. You don't really post much, but you fucking love her. You're the head butterfly.
I'm a social media hermit, dude. I just like sit and watch. That's all I do. I don't really post anything, but yeah.
But dude, you're supportive. You got a beautiful daughter. You support your girl. You'd be surprised how many girls get boyfriends that are jealous that their psychics are in the field, kind of. So
he's the best.
Oh, is she there?
You guys want to see Iris?
She's covered in water. She was playing with a water table. We got her for Christmas.
Say hi.
Say hi. And the Minnie Mouse shirt.
Hi, Santa. That's not Santa.
I bet she's never actually been on a video before. So.
You've been a good girl, Mrs. Butterfly. I saw your elf ears under the tree.
You hear him? He's talking about Santa.
I'm not really Santa.
She just walked away.
That probably scared her. I'm sorry. I'm not really Santa.
No.
I'm just a goof.
You did scare her. She was just like, holy shit.
Oh, yeah? That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look, everybody's shout outs to AJ now and the kid. I love it.
Yeah.
Heather. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Look.
He was like, what the fuck?
Oh, shit. Hold on. We're going to get Allie in trouble. Look what AJ put. Allie watched the fourth kind and she couldn't see.
I didn't. I literally did. I stayed awake for like 4 days straight. Like it was.
Oh, you talk to dead spirits and you can't see in a movie?
I would take a demon over an alien any day. Like 100% I would.
Everybody's got an Achilles heel and yours is aliens.
That's mine. That's mine, dude. Yeah.
Peoria, Illinois is cool. That's cool though. Yeah. Illinois is a nice spot. A lot of bands are from there. Mudvayne's from Peoria, Illinois.
The town that my husband grew up in, I think, is where they're from. Actually, I can't remember if that's the exact band, but yeah.
So real quick, I want to show that picture now that you were saying.
So I took that picture one of the times that I went to go see the state hospital after obviously nobody was there anymore, and it was kind of just like a haunted attraction. And when we went to see it, I was pissed off the whole time because I was under the impression that it was going to be like a historical tour and not like a Halloween haunted house kind of thing. And when we went in there, they were so disrespectful to not only like just the people that had, been there and died there and suffered in this place, because the treatments that they gave people like my great-great-grandmother were just, they were terrible. Like, I mean, anything from shock treatment to, it was horrible. And they claim up and down that didn't happen now, but it did. I mean, my great-grandfather had told me stories specifically about things that he had heard his mother go through, and he wasn't a lying man. So that's the impression I had of it my entire life, was it was like a prison for them. And, so when we went there, I obviously was going in there with the intent of trying to communicate with my great-great-grandmother, on top of also just trying to see like in a psychic way what actually happened there, because that's something I'm also able to do, is like put myself into the past. So while I was there, nothing added up to what they were saying, and I would call them out on it the entire time, like, no, that's not what happened. Or like we went to the basement, and the basement is where they had the crematorium, and we were literally standing on the parts of it that was fucked up, like that they had tore down, and they were trying to say, no, this wasn't a crematorium, while we're standing on the pieces of what used to be that. And so I was just getting more and more pissed, dude. So when we went to the attic is when I finally lost couldn't keep my mouth shut anymore. So we were up there, and they were telling me iconic story about this place where a nurse was standing waiting for her husband to pick her up from work, and she was looking out the window at the car pulling up into the state hospital parking lot. And when the car pulled up, it's alleged that it blew up, and she watched her husband and her child die in the car.
Oh,
And so
God.
she killed herself. And while they were telling us the story, which I had heard a million times and even heard my great grandfather tell me the story, so I believed that that was true, there was somebody off in the corner, like a tour guide assistant, that was like lassoing and noosing up a doll to hang from this ladder that they had up in this attic. And like I heard movement and stuff, so I just like pulled away from the crowd to like see what was going on. And because I thought, okay, well, maybe somebody, like, maybe there is a spirit or something that's doing it. And I just see this fucking dude, like, lassoing up this doll. And then I sneak back to the group because I wanted to see what they were going to say. And he goes in, he's like, oh, she's mad that we're talking about this, so she hung up the doll. And I lost it, dude. I was like, no, I fucking saw you hang up the doll. That's not what happened. And I got kicked out. Kicked out of the insane asylum.
Because you called their bluff, though.
Yeah.
Good for you, Allie. You're a strong chick. Maybe people could look at you and think, "Oh, that's cool," but no, don't fuck with Allie, guys. She's a strong chick. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, don't, man. If you ever have any problem, call on me and I'll kill him for you. I don't care.
Thank you.
I mean, I'll hurt him. Oops, careful. But Jean says so. Jean Tewksbury, Jean. Thank you for checking in. She runs the International Cryptozoology Museum, the only one in the world with Warren Coleman.
Wow.
The Godfather, he named it. Yes, so Bigfoot, Wildcats. Where do you stand on that shit? Where do you stand on Bigfoot? I know you don't like aliens.
So I do believe in Bigfoot. I believe that some of it's kind of like exaggerated a little bit because like everything pretty much is, but I think that, you know, it had something to do with, I think it had something to do with like a step in evolution. And so we would be stupid to think that like there's not something out there that resembles both ape and person at the same time, you know. But yeah, I totally believe in all that. Like we would be everything. Yeah, we'd be dumb as humans to think that like we were the last step in evolution, like that there aren't other things like fairies and mermaids and all that stuff that were either here before us or, you know,
I shit you not, historians. I was just gonna say, what do you stand on mermaids? She's a psychic for a reason. I swear to God, she is in here. I was gonna say, what about mermaids and fairies? I love that stuff.
Yes.
I love banshees. I love all that lore. It's hard to not believe in. God, she's good. Guys, get her book. Follow her while she's here.
Thank you.
But still, man, I mean, there's a book's coming out. You're going to be on fire. And I know you're kind of hanging up, so to speak. But you're still going to have your Facebook page, I hope, right? You're not going to.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Never say never. You never know. And I think in a couple of years when the kid gets older and Allie's bored, she's going to go, you know what? I can't. I got to go back. So I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah.
I don't believe that for a second. You got a lot of hype, girls, especially all coming off this book. Holy, you're gonna people are gonna go come to my convention. You're gonna be like, okay.
Thank you.
Convention. Seriously, me and Heather want to throw one.
I'd come.
You would?
100%. Yeah.
That's fucking recorded, Allie.
You got my word.
Bring you an AJ. I'll bring you all three to Stephen King's house in Bangor, Maine. I'll show you what's up. You ever come to Maine, we'd love to show you around.
Maine is like on my bucket list. Like I want to go there so bad.
I was gonna ask you ever been? No?
No, I haven't. I have been to like 4 different states. So there's so many different places I want to go. And that's my number one.
What about Salem, though? Massachusetts?
Oh, gosh. Yes, that's my second.
Everybody tingles when they hear Salem if they haven't gone. I could see you there. I could see you in the little one in AJ because they got shit for all of you. Wow, you're a fucking blast to talk to.
Thank you.
20 minutes to go. Plenty. Oh, seriously. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I'm kind of boring. I don't got a lot to show off. And I'm like, dude, we can just talk it up.
Thank you.
So what do you do? What do you AJ do when you guys get out? What do you guys do for I always ask this question, for like a meal? Like what's one of your go-tos? Like prime rib? Do you like seafood?
Steak. Steak is my everything.
Wow.
Steak, potatoes, shrimp. I love seafood, crab, all that kind of stuff. If we're really making a meal for each other to just have like a date night at home, it's always steak or this pasta that I make. It's called, even AJ said steak. That's our thing.
Steak.
Yeah. Yes. There's a pasta I make that's called like $1 million pasta, I think. And it's is heaven. It's heaven in a dish. So good.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
I love that. That sounds good. All that shit you
I
mentioned is
love
good.
to
That's
cook.
hearty stuff. It's
Yeah.
healthy stuff too. People go, well, steak's fattening. I go, well, you know what? What is it? There's a lot of stuff out there
Right.
that's garbage.
Right.
I think I can see you and AJ and of course the little one eating of something like that. I would die for that pasta, AJ. Oh Christ.
Yeah, he literally would. Yeah. We had filet mignon the other night.
Look at you guys.
Yeah.
I'll give your
We got
address. I'll be
fancy
showing
with
up with
it.
some pork.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, AJ makes this
You said I got
bomb
fancy
steak
with it,
butter.
Allie.
Yeah. He makes this bomb steak
love you
butter that he
guys.
found like this recipe online, and it is delicious. Like I don't even remember what he puts in it, but it's so good. Like he makes it all on his own. It's incredible.
Let's get a little personal, and if not, that's fine. But you and him have been together since high school, right? Middle school?
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
and
we've been
AJ?
together since we were 12 and 13, and I am 25
see
now
the
and he's
pictures.
26. Yeah. Yep.
You were so
Yeah.
cute together. It's such a great
Thank
young
you.
couple. And I seen the kid under the tree, and I'm like, man, oh man, if I was young again, that'd be like you guys are it. And you're very modest. You're very
Thank
much both very
Thank you.
man, you just like to spread love and you like to bring people up. I can't get enough of that, dude. Like I
Thank
follow you with all my pages. So when I go to my
Thank you.
historically haunted page podcast, I see Allie and I see like Psychic Academy, Alexandria. All my friends, all the psychics are really, for the most part, are really positive. Do you collaborate with other people? Do you bounce ideas off other psychic mediums at all? Do you ever reach out like mentors or anything?
Yeah, so really the only like psychic friends that I have at the moment are actually Kenneth Drake and Alexandria Sarr. They're like my go-to when I need questions answered, because I have a huge issue with trusting people, because I know how easy it would be to lie to somebody and be like, yeah, I'm a psychic medium. Like, I know how easy that would be. So I am very critical. And like, so when I met Kenneth and I met Alexandra, well, I didn't meet them in person, but through social media, you can feel when someone's genuine and when somebody's full of shit. And I love you too.
Oh, someone's ears ringing.
They're awesome. Yeah.
I tell you, you're right, Allie. I'm not trying to cut you off there, but I went to they had their own psychic mediumship. I think you saw it. And you're like, I wish I was there, but we were in Quincy, Mass. And that's where I met Alyssa Watling and Julie Gulaflis, I think her name is. I can't think now. And Lynn Meany. And I get to meet them and to see them. And of course, we got hammered at the bar after we talked about Whitey Bulger. The movie Black Mass with Johnny Depp was shot there.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Me and Kenneth Drake talked that, and I tell you, psychic mediums, especially when it comes to them, they're pure. And I think with you that there's no bullshit, no BS. No bullshit. There's no bullshit. It's you right, because I think, like you said, dude, why would you bullshit people? You got a young girl, you got a relationship, you're married, you're starting off life. What do you got time to bullshit people like Miss Cleo?
Exactly.
So that's why I don't blame you, man. And I love that you're having this is bittersweet. I broke the news that she's having a book, but I broke the news she's taking a break. But that's cool. It's bittersweet. And she just needs to take time to herself, maybe recharge a little bit, or just that's fine. Yeah. And I think you, like you say earlier, almost like you can't love anyone if you don't love yourself. If you don't take time for your family, how can you tell everyone be there for your family and then your kids at home going, "Where's Mama?"
Exactly.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Good girl, smart girl.
Thank you,
Heather, my girlfriend. We want to do a meetup, please, somewhere in Central.
Oh, we'd be so down. We need to travel so bad. We'd
bring
be
her
so down.
somewhere.
Yes, it would be so down.
Well, I don't want to give too much away, but obviously you guys. You guys are in the Illinois area, right? I don't want to give too much away, but it sounds like you're from Chicago-ish.
We're in Central Illinois, actually. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Awesome.
I'm a Bears fan. I've been a Bears fan since I was like 8. I know. I love the Bears. We'll talk obviously off Facebook at some point this summer, and of course it's harder for you with a kid than it would be for us. But I love to. Like, we went to Sleepy Hollow in New York night looking for the Headless Horseman. But I'd love to go.
Dope.
Yes, it was dope, dude. We went and saw the grave site where he roams at night. The dude that wrote his book, Washington Irving's buried. Dude, it's a 1692 cemetery. It's the oldest cemetery and church in New York. And I think you would pick up on it. I think it might not be too. Actually, okay, Allie, real quick. I got ADHD too. Do you ever get to a point where you feel overwhelmed? Besides my show, you ever get to a point? Do you go to a cemetery or someone's house and you're like, holy shit, we got to go? Like, I just
That's
don't
a great
feel
question.
good. Do you get this?
So
Yeah.
for me, I have actually never experienced anything in a cemetery. I was telling AJ about this like a few weeks ago, actually, that whenever I like get these like random aches to go to a cemetery, and I don't know why, but every time I follow through with those like aches and pulls to go to one, and I don't do anything, I just walk around and like pay my respects. When I leave there, I feel like this like nirvana feeling, and I've been trying for a long time to figure out what that was, because I mean that's something that I've experienced since I was a kid. And every time that we went, I had that same feeling. I never felt sad, I never felt angry, I never felt anything like that. I just felt this peace. And I was talking to AJ about it. I was like, I think that that's what spirits feel when they go there, because from what I know, they don't just hang out there. They go there when their people are there. So it's just like when, they're meeting in a central spot, and, they want to be around their loved ones that are grieving them, but it's not somewhere that they remain 24/7. So when I'm feeling that, I'm feeling what spirits feel when they're around their loved ones. So that has always been like something that bothered me until I put those pieces together. I'm always doing that. I'm always trying to put all of these pieces together. But yeah, I feel just like this unbelievable peace in cemeteries. I feel more stress, anxiety, worry, and impending doom in a Walmart than I do in a cemetery. So,
Oh my, Heather, is this fucking girl, dude? I mean, you literally, all you are is a chick version of me. I mean, I loathe box stores. I will try to find the most rinky-dink store to get something instead of having some asshole behind me breathing on my neck.
Yes.
And cemeteries, Allie, that's some people think cemeteries are. They go, you go hang out in a cemetery that's morbid. I go, it's free, it's beautiful, it's peaceful, and all the souls there just want to be remembered and loved. Holy shit, you get it.
Yes, yeah, 100%. I've always I heard the saying growing up, because I personally don't like funerals, and I don't say that with any disrespect. I just in my culture, that was never something that I grew up, was going to or anything like that. I think in my entire life I've been to 2, and one of them was for AJ's grandmother that passed a while ago. And I'm Indigenous, and in our culture, it's not like a funeral. It's more of we're celebrating their life. And growing up, I was always told that funerals were for the living, not for the dead, because that is our way to say goodbye and see you later. So for me, going to a cemetery is very much feeling how all of these spirits are able to see their people growing and thriving every single time they come back to visit, and getting that peace. They get the same amount of peace that you do when you're done grieving. Yeah. So it's just
people say cemeteries are haunted. They go, well, would someone haunt that? They didn't die there. I go, sometimes they follow their funeral procession, they follow their body, and then they just hang out there. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're there if you're there. If you're there, they're there.
They follow you sometimes. God damn. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're fucking, dude, you kidding me? You talk fucking smarter than most of the guys I've talked to that are on TV shows. Oh, seriously. I gotta retract AJ. I used to like AJ. Give me shit for my Bears tattoo.
He doesn't even watch football.
I don't anymore either. Trust me. Heather says she'll babysit the kids and pets if she can come down. Oh, you can see she got her bulldog in the picture. Yeah, that's Heather thinks you're great. Heather's like AJ. She goes, AJ and Allie. She's like, what a fucking tip. Just, I don't know, man. You guys are you guys are awesome, man. Oh, Jeff Kaiser, Buffalo Bills. I brought you on, Jeff. Lisa says hi. So, yeah. But guys, we got about 10 to 15 minutes. If you got any questions for her, usually you guys are all starting for questions. We got about 15 people watching constantly. That's pretty high.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Is great. And this will be on the YouTube channel, Historically Haunted YouTube tomorrow. And we'd love to have Allie back. Maybe next time I'll get you on a round table with a couple of the psychics.
Yeah, I love that.
Your idea. So we got about 10 to 15 minutes left. Anything you want to touch on? 10, 15 minutes to go. Where can people find you? YouTube, TikTok, Facebook?
Yeah, so I have a Facebook page. That's pretty much all I have. I just like to keep it kind of simple. So it's just Allie the Psychic Medium, just as it says right there.
ALLIE, not ALLY. Yeah, ALLIE, guys. Yeah. For those of you illiterate or blind, and I mean that with all literally pure intentions, It's ALLIE, Allie the Psychic Medium. You don't need her last name. Don't add her on Facebook. That's her personal profile. She don't need fucking people. So, unless you want them, but whatever. I highly doubt it. You don't really want people. I don't either.
Yeah, try to keep the boundary there.
We got a couple of mutual friends, Kenneth, Drake, Alex, and that's about it. And that's all you need because they'll try to add you. Some people do after the show, but just be cool, guys. She's married and shit, and she's don't need you. So if you've got cool intentions, just follow her psychic page, and that's all you need to do.
If you got good intentions, I'll know because I'm a psychic. So
damn straight. And if not, well, she'll kick your ass because that sounds like she's bad. So what do you do what do you do when you're not talking to spirits or with the kids? What do you and AJ do for? I mean, you guys like go antique shopping, the movies, four-wheeling?
We are very much hermits. If we're not working, which is rare, we are playing video games, or just watching movies and hanging out with each other. We kind of like have always just felt like teenagers because we've always just kept doing the same things that we've done since we were teenagers, which watching movies, watching TV. Occasionally we will go to Target because that's our home away from home. But other than that, we do pretty much everything at home. I just getting overwhelmed, Yeah.
A little bit of people watching at Target. Every time I go out to Walmart or Target, I always feel better about myself when I get home.
Yeah, feel that.
Like, you know what? I'm not that much of a slob. Maybe I didn't comb my beard, but this fucking guy had his pajama bottom
Walmart especially. Walmart especially.
Oh, people, I tell you, I want to help them and I love them, but some of them I could care the fuck less about. I really could.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. The more buzzed I get, the more we are TV people. What does that mean, John? We're the people of the TV. I can tell everybody, man, I'd love to be on a show with my explorations, but I'm like, it's funny. I have a quote unquote friend that told me once, not to talk about me, but he said that, that no one will really TV thing because I swear, and I'm like, then I guess I'm not going to be on TV. And I don't think the same way. That's my point is I don't see you altering yourself. You're who you are, TV, book, movie, whatever. It's going to be your way, or otherwise you're not going to do it, right, Allie?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't ever want what I do to become like my brand. That's just who I am. And if you don't like who I am, then that's okay. But I am who I am. Take it
the real deal,
or
man.
don't take it at all.
I love it. That's why I follow you. You know how many psychic mediums want me to follow them and shit, and they all fucking, I get this and I get that, and I get it.
Yeah.
Like you say, Kenneth Drake and Alexandria Star. Yeah, and you, Allie. Sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry, we got a little bit of a delay, so I think I talked and yeah, that's cool. So where did the term butterflies come from? Did that just pop in your head? Did you see one day and say that's my people? I wanted to know that.
Sunflowers. Sunflowers is
I keep saying butterflies.
It's okay. It's okay. That's okay.
No, it's not okay.
Don't worry about it.
Like an idiot. That's stupid.
No, that's okay.
I'm a sunflower, yeah. I'm buzzed.
So basically where that term came from that I gave everybody was I don't like referring to people as followers or, just anything like that. Because then that makes me seem like I'm better than everybody else. And I don't want to be that kind of person. So, because at the end of the day, if I had this ability or not, I'm just like you. So I'm not going to put myself up on a pedestal like that. And I wanted a way to address the collective people that I have on my page without saying, hey guys, which could offend somebody, or I just wanted a way to encapsulate everything and everybody. So I was reading a book and there was a part in the book, it was a poem that was, despite knowing that they're not going to live for long, they continue to live their brightest days or something of that effect. And when I read that, the poem was called Sunflowers, and I've always had an affinity for sunflowers anyway. So when I read that, I was like, that's the perfect name for me to give all the people on my page because they remind me of sunflowers. They've been through some of the worst things that you can imagine, losing their children, losing their spouse, losing the people that they love so much. And they continue to live after all that pain. That's a fucking superpower, man. Like I've lost, my best friend this year. And that was the hardest shit I've ever been through. And I've lost people before, but that hit me a lot harder because, we were so close. So I cannot even begin to imagine what it feels like to lose a child or to lose your spouse. Like if I didn't have AJ or Iris, like I wouldn't be here. Like I can't see myself living on if they weren't here. So the strength that they have and the ability to keep going, just like, it just blows me away.
And I'm so sorry to disrespect it. I meant sunflower because there's a difference. And I got a little bit of buzz.
That's okay.
Well, no, I feel like I didn't want to because I feel like I did because here I am telling you I'm a sunflower and I can't get the fucking name right.
Dude, don't worry about it.
No, seriously, what you just said is beautiful. What you just said is spot on because you don't until you lose a mother. I lost a best friend to cancer, and I went to go hug him, and he was fucking 80 pounds. I lived with this guy for 4 years. I went to high school with him, and I hugged him, and I could feel his fucking bones and ribs, and he died the next day, McKen Fortin. And sorry about your friend, because you know what it's like. And it's fucking holiday times when people are out celebrating it, and your mom, who used to kiss your ass and go to your page and do everything, and she's not there no more. And my dad's just like, oh, yeah, I'll see you next week. Like, no one really. So it wasn't for Heather. I wouldn't even have her Christmas. But anyway.
We care. We care about you. And I appreciate everything that you do because you are one of the people that are genuine and have no filter, because you don't need one. When you're talking about something that you're passionate about, there's no reason to have a filter. It shouldn't be censored. It should just be organic. And I've always appreciated that about you. And the fact that you go after the history of haunted locations just as much as you're interested in the paranormal is something that I appreciate because not a lot of people do that. So thank you.
Well, that fucking shit, you got me. I'm sorry. Yes, that means a lot to me. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make this about me. It's just like Allie messaged me. She's like, I just want to say, she's like, your mom came to me and she said, I'm proud of my boy. Tell him I'm proud. He's the world singer for what he. And I'm like, my mom always called me her boy. Not every mom calls her son their boy. They always say that's just my whatever. But we were close, dude. We were best friends. And when you just that shit, dude, and you're pure and you got no reason to kiss my ass. You got no reason to come on my rinky dink show. So that means a lot to me. Heather, thank you, Harold. Sunflower, which I love, and that's what it means. It's coming out of the weeds. We're coming out of the sidewalk to reach that. Kenneth Pickett is powerful. This chick is the real deal, guys. I appreciate you, Michelle Rack, and everybody saying we love you. I appreciate you guys, everybody. I'm not trying to get the attention. I got a buzz. Christmas time's rough. Which brings me to my last. Usually towards the end of the thing. No, I know. I usually towards the end, I like to ask my guests if they want to ask me a question or anything. Is there anything you like to ask me? Reverse psychology?
Oh, yeah. So you're a part of the Warren Society, right?
Yes, the Warren Legacy Foundation for Paranormal Research. Okay. Yeah.
Could you tell me something about that? Because I love the Warrens. Like, they're like my idols. Oh. So I would love to hear about that.
I'd love to. I don't like to boast. I'm like you. I'm very modest. But if you ask me, I'd love to.
Yeah, please.
So long story short, Lorraine Warren died in 2019 in March. My mom died a week before her retirement and birthday in July of that year. So I got a little bit of money. And I was friends with Chris McKinnell. That's Judy Warren, Judy Sparrow's son.
Mm-hmm.
And I messaged him and said, hey, I ended up buying tickets to meet Annabelle. This was before they did the Warren Con. It was about $180 per person. I bought a ticket from Heather. Got a hotel in Southington, Connecticut, where a Haunting in Connecticut took place. The movie. Yeah. It's an old funeral home. When that kid went there. Yeah, I went there and saw the house and shit. I got a picture there.
Dude. Oh my God.
Yeah, you know me. I got to explore. So awesome. I messaged Chris McKinnell. I said, I'm coming to see Annabelle. I'm going to meet Tony Sparrow and Nesper and all of them. Are you going to be there? He said, no, I'm leaving to go across America. He's the head of Warren Legacy. He's like, but I'll be here the next day if you want to come get breakfast. So he gave me the address. I thought nothing of it. Went down there to Monroe, Connecticut. Saw Ed Lorraine's grave. Fucking cried. Got a nice video of that on my YouTube. It was all raining, but I still lit some stuff. Oh, beautiful. And I went there. I went to Monroe, Connecticut. I went to Roberto's, and they had dinner that night. And they had all of Nesper. They had Father Plato. He's the bishop in the Vatican, and for them, and he blessed me and Heather. And dude, they brought out the Conjuring doll. They brought out the Conjuring mirror. They brought out Annabelle. Oh my God, dude, Allie, you would have flipped. They brought frankincense and myrrh out. We also had a prayer. They put the thing off of Annabelle, a 6-foot doll, Raggedy Ann doll sitting there. Dude, they played The Exorcism. Have you ever seen Satan's Harvest? It's a book. I've read it. It's an exorcism of this Massachusetts guy, and he cried, and the tears hit his shirt and turned to blood as they turned to his shirt. I swear to God. And they showed a video that Warren and Lorraine are there, dude. They wore the whole thing.
Wow.
So the next day, Oh, I'm building it up. So the next day, Chris goes, here's my address. Come pick me up for breakfast. I hope you had a great night with Annabelle. He gives me the address, and it's the fucking Monroe Occult Museum in Monroe, Connecticut. It's the Warren Occult Museum.
That's insane.
So we show up. Oh, we show up, and he's like, this is the house Lorraine decorated this house, the gazebo out back from Conjuring 3. We saw that, saw the Occult Museum, the whole nine. And he told me, I'm a member of the Warren Occult Museum. I'm the founder. Me and my grandmother Lorraine started it, but she passed away, and I run it. Would you be the historian for the Northeast chapter? And I fucking said, okay, what am I gonna do? Piss in a cup, you know? So I did, and I've been in it, and we help people around the world. We got members from New Zealand, not Antarctica, but like Alaska, Upper Canada. We got people in France, Quebec. We got like 300 members of different origins, and it's just helping people like what you do, you know. And it's a little part of what I do. A lot of what I do is independent, the show and my YouTube, but that is what Lorraine's brainchild was, and that's cool. She's your mentor because you seem a lot like her. You seem like you don't take no shit. No, that's dope. Yeah, you're like Alex Gasca and even Alexandria Sarr. You have a lot to bring here. It sucks that you're taking some time off for us, but I know you're still going to be there in the wings, kind of like Batman. You'll be the vigilante waiting to come back one day.
Yes, I will.
So let's talk about your book, girl. We got a little bit of time. We can go a little bit over.
Yeah,
let's talk about where people can find that, please.
So you can. So I wanted to make my book affordable, and then I decided I wanted to make it free because in my book I talk about how I literally don't do this for money. I could if I wanted to, but it's not about money to me. When I make money doing this, that's just, you know, it's just what it is. I don't have to have that in order to continue doing this. It would happen regardless. But it helps. Obviously, we have to have money in this world to survive. So that's why I have to charge for things. But I wanted my book to be available to anybody. I don't care if you have millions of dollars or you have no dollars. I wanted you to be able to get your hands on my book because when I was growing up, I lived at basically poverty level and I didn't have those resources. I only had what our Bible Belt public library had, and they didn't have books like that. So I want my book to be available to anybody, anywhere. So it will be free to download virtually, like an ebook, on the 20th. And I will share links to where you can download that on my page when it comes out. But you can pre-order physical copies through the link that you showed earlier. But I also have all kinds of links and stuff for it on my Facebook page too. But I really, really want everybody to try to just read it for free first when it comes out. That way, you know, like, don't spend the money unless you have to or you really want to, because I really just wanted to gift this to everybody since this is kind of going to be like my last big thing that I do for the time being. So, you know, I can't wait to hear what everybody thinks of it. And I will say that this book is definitely not for children. You know, if you have like teenagers, you know, at least just make sure that you're watching or listening, you know, while they're reading it or read it together, because I don't filter myself at all. It's morbid. It's, you know, it's intense. So buckle up.
But that's what people want. If they want honesty and realism, you can't go, well, geez, that's too real. Well, what the fuck do you want? Do you want me to spice it up and give you the parts you want to hear? Do you want all of it? Like, what do you want?
Exactly.
Well, that's respectable, Allie. No, that's, you gotta be you, girl. And you know me, I'm a little buzzed right now with wrestling starting soon. I'm a big wrestling fan. So tomorrow I'll message you. You know me. I'll get you the link to my PayPal. I definitely want a pre-signed copy. Maybe put to Adam, you know, thanks for being my number one fan,
of course,
or whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
I can't believe I messed up Sunflower, dude. What an idiot, dude. Oh,
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm serious.
Stupid. I'm gonna smack myself.
Butterflies are very significant to me. So, like, the fact that you said that actually meant a lot to me because my best friend that died in September. So even with my ability, I can't communicate with my own loved ones. It just doesn't work. I've tried a million times. Doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't work. So it's like a blessing and a curse. Yeah, I can't see anything for myself unless, like, it's a situation where I'm going to die and something intervenes. But I can't see or do anything for myself. But basically, after she died, I knew she would be relentless and trying to show me that she was there, because that's just the kind of person that she was. Like, she was basically a female Tony Stark. That was our thing too. She was Tony Stark and I was Spider-Man. So that's just who she was. And I knew after
like
she
her
passed
already.
away. Yes, she was incredible. I knew after she passed away, she was going to send me something somehow, some way, because she knew that I couldn't see my own loved one. So she would do whatever that she could to figure out, you know, how to send me something. And a few days after she died, I saw a bumblebee. It literally like flew into my face. And then my husband saw it, and it was just like constantly there. But then butterflies were also another thing, because there was a butterfly that just came and landed on our bay window in our living room. And that's never happened before. And so I knew that that was her. And like a few weeks ago, my daughter found like a little bee toy at Target. Like it was just laying there. It didn't have a tag on it. Like I don't even think it was sold at Target, but it was there. And
Wow.
she always sent Iris a Christmas present. So it was just like, it was like, I'm trying to cry, but it was incredible.
Oh, please don't. I'm sorry. But I mean, if you can't, it's good. It's an emotion too. People say crying's bad. It's not. That are signs, Allie. I think
Oh,
and
yeah.
that I don't want to cut you off because I don't want you to cry. I feel so
No,
bad.
you're okay.
But that's right. I think if people really open up our minds, you don't have to be psychic to see the signs.
No,
And the
you
thing is,
don't.
my mom loved butterflies and dragonflies, and I see them a lot. Maybe that was on my mind. And then your friend
I'm
loves
sure.
butterflies and bees.
Yeah. Yeah. Julie did. She was an incredible
You don't
person.
need a
She was
big sign
also,
saying, "Hey, it's me,"
yeah,
right? It's just little
right.
things, a bee toy in
It's
Walmart or whatever.
if you feel it's them, then it's them. And it's simple as that. Simple as that. And don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise.
God, Jam, you're fucking awesome. I tell you, just like you said earlier, it's not the rock that gives you power. You give the power to rock, man. You're the one that does the crucifix work. That doesn't help you.
You're
People
the
are
one
saying
with
good
the
night,
soul.
happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes, exactly
Pleasure
right.
meeting you too.
People are saying happy New Year, have a good night. Any plans for you and AJ tomorrow for the New Year? I know you get the little one. You're probably just going to mellow out at home, watch a movie or something.
Yeah. I think that I am going to drink some champagne, probably smoke weed, and we're just gonna hang out. That's it. It's legal in Illinois.
Harper's
So.
checking in.
Yeah.
No, nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
Sure, check the show if you got. AJ says I'm working. We will be working all night. Like she said, you guys can come back, have a little bit. You can rub Allie's feet a little bit, help the angel to walk a little bit better. Nothing wrong with that. He's a good dude. You know he bends over backwards for you. I can tell that. That's a good man.
He is amazing.
And I know yeah. I see the love in y'all's faces. I'm sure nothing's perfect, but you fucking make shit work. You don't have to get it since high school without fighting, but you make shit work.
Oh no. Oh yeah, we fight like cats and dogs.
Yeah, me and Heather got to fight the other day, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we love each other again. Like we're back in high. Oh yeah, he says that.
I mean, he has to deal with my attitude all day long, so I'm sure.
No one's perfect.
Sure, that's difficult.
Think about it. No, it is difficult, but like you say, difficult. That's right, brah. but the thing is, Allie, like you say, you got fucking 900 coming in at you with their sadness, meanness, all these spirits are bringing their.
Right.
God knows whatever they got. You're like, I don't want to deal with this right now. I got my own problems.
Right. And Julie, my best friend that died, she was actually also my psychologist. So she was the only, it was like a saving grace, because what psychologist was going to believe that somebody talks to dead people? But the reason that I met her and we became friends and she became my psychologist is because she was a client for me first. So when she was able to see that I was the real deal, I talk about all this in my book too, like how I met her and everything. When she was able to see that I was like the real deal, to her standards, because her standards were very, very high. And because she's a psychologist, she knows when somebody's bullshitting, body language and everything else. So when she started to see the effect that mediumship has on me physically and like my body and my mind, most importantly, she wanted to help me. So not only did she help me work through, like childhood abuse trauma and all those things, she also helped me work through the dead people stuff. So it's just her not being here has played a humongous role in me wanting to take a break, because this is something that I don't entirely know how to navigate yet on my own. And I'm not done grieving. It's going to take me a long time, but I gotta step back. And I can't, like I said, I can't tell everybody to protect their peace if I'm not protecting mine.
God. I tell you, for someone, you've lived past lives or something. You couldn't be what you've been through between losses and not poverty, like you're in the streets, but you weren't exactly rich growing up. And the
No.
shit you've been through, you wouldn't be this strong if you weren't strong in other lives, man. Do you feel like you have ties in a past life? Do you believe in that shit?
Oh yeah. Everybody has had a past life, and if you haven't, it's because you're a new soul. But I think pretty
Sucks
much
to be you. Good luck.
yeah, I think pretty much everybody right now in present time has at least lived a couple. But that's how we gain experience. That's how we become, more worthy of the soul that we're given, because to have a soul in the first place is something extraordinary. It's not something that, was set in stone. It was a gift. To be able to live is a gift. To be able to have a soul is a gift. So we are basically being tested every time we come here to see how we, participate in free will. If we make good choices, if we make bad choices, that's why we're here. And so absolutely, we have had multiple lives. I think that in my most recent past life that I think I died getting eaten by a shark. I don't know. It's just
that's my shit like Jaws.
Yeah, it's a thing. Like I can't. But yeah, yeah.
No shit. Well, you know what's funny, Allie? I was gonna tell you this. I love fucking Chicago. I love Frank Sinatra. I love the whole wine and dine. I love Michigan Strip, the whole nine. But I feel like I can't stand beaches. I don't like hot stuff.
I hate the beach.
I can sleep when it's hot. I think I got burned in the Chicago fire of 1800s, man. I feel like because my past life, I got burned in the fire, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you believe in that shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, thanks for checking in towards the end of it. We're going to go, Allie. We're already 10 minutes over. You mind if we go to the 5 over? Because I want to talk to you a couple more questions. Is that cool?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I know you got kids and it's late on this it's Friday, but no one's really asking questions in the chat, but everybody's tuning in and watching, so I guess I'm pretty good at the questions. Let me see.
Yeah, you're great.
I got one for you that I haven't asked you yet. Great question, she says. Well, I've already heard that Maine and Salem are your bucket list, but give me one more bucket list for America and give me a couple worldwide, like Ireland, Russia, Dracula's Castle, whatever.
I'm also Scandinavian, so I really want to go to Norway someday. Yes, skull. I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to Scotland. Just all over the place.
Castles.
Yes, that's my whole aesthetic is like all that stuff. So, and then I think that in the United States, I always tell AJ that like I'm so picky about where I want to go, because it's not that there aren't places I don't want to go. It's just like I'm such a picky person, like just in general, but I definitely want to go to Maine. I want to go to Massachusetts. I want to see the beach. I've never actually been to a beach, so I really want to see the beach somehow. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I will not get in the water. No, I haven't.
You've never been to the ocean, Allie.
No, I haven't. No, I really want to.
Heather, I told you, not everybody. We're 5 minutes away from where mermaids are seen, where a lighthouse is, where somebody can
dude, I want to so bad. When I see the ocean, I want to go somewhere where it's cold to see the ocean, because I don't want to get in it. I don't want to get in the water. I just want to see it, because I can't handle it.
You want to be grounded in the salt water, freeziness, stingray water?
No, absolutely not.
Shark-filled water?
Absolutely not, dude. No. But I'd say
you want to breathe the air in, the smell of the salt water.
Yes.
I tell you what, you want to have a fisherman's platter after that, have some fried scallops and shrimp. Yeah, boy.
Oh yeah.
Calamari.
Yes.
You've never seen the ocean, Allie. Wow. No, I told you, Heather, not everybody's. No, I knew someone from Iowa. Her name was Allie. Holy shit, that's funny.
That's weird.
She was on World's Biggest Ghost Hunt. Allie, I forget her last name now. I probably shouldn't say it anyway. But she's from Iowa, lives by Des Moines, Iowa, and she's never been to the ocean or mountains. Never even seen it.
Yeah, I've never been in the mountains, but I've seen them. I've never been in them, but I've seen them. So I'll count that.
You've never been to the ocean.
No.
Shit, girl. You guys come down, bring the kiddo. Massachusetts is fun stuff too. Salem's got a lot of kiddie stuff. It's not just bullshit.
We would love to.
And I'd love to meet you guys up there. We can go check out where Bewitched was filmed. Where one of the Rebecca Nurse in Danvers, Rebecca Nurse Homestead, she was the oldest lady hung as a witch in Salem in 1692. And supposedly her son cut her down off the noose and buried her out back. And there's a cemetery out back. And Allie, you like cemeteries, girl? You come out of there, I'll tell you that you need a cigarette.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's euphoric, girl.
If
cemeteries give you a good feeling, this is it. Everybody's checking in now. We're going going soon, guys. Thank you, Erica, for checking in. Go to the beaches in Florida.
Yes.
Florida's cool. I'm just honestly, man, Maine has got cemeteries from 1600. We got UFO, Bigfoot, mermaid lore. I mean, I don't know, man. Heather told me not to build up Maine, but we got Viking pirates.
That's my home away from home. That's been the place that if I could live anywhere in this country, I would live in Maine, 100%.
Oh, that's so dope for you to say that, because I tell you, I moved up north because Heather lives down by Old Orchard Beach, southern Maine, and I live by Bangor, by where Stephen King lives, Derry. So I'm about 3 hours from her. Honestly, I'm down at her house now, but it takes me a long time to come down here now. But where I live, man, it's moose and shit. Wendigo's been seen, all this stuff. And it's pretty wild. I've been to the filming, as you see, the filming sites for Pet Cemetery, a lot of Stephen King stuff.
Oh, that movie fucked me up when I was a kid. Pet Cemetery.
Oh, bro, I tell you, man. Oh, and then I met Gage at a Rock and Shock convention put on by Ice Nine Kills. And I met Gage, and I got a picture of him, and I wrote, dude, I saw where you got killed, and I've been to where you were buried in Bangor. He's like, oh, I haven't been home since I was a kid. He's like 20-something
awesome.
But seriously, Allie, I say this to all my guests, and honestly, some of them I probably say fuck off, but for you, I mean it. You come up to Maine or New England, I'd love to show you guys anything from seriously. And I know the Warrens, I know Tony and them. I could probably get you to the house.
That'd be incredible. That'd be incredible. Oh my gosh.
Let's make a summer trip. I know she's a young chick. I know your youngin's a youngin, but maybe in a couple of years or even this summer, if you're up for it, I'd love to give you guys a little tour.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I'm so down.
Awesome. All right, we got 5 minutes. We'll go to 8:20. Let's freestyle for 5 minutes. Is there anything you want to touch on, girl? Let's hit the book up again. How'd you come up with the name?
I felt like it was the simplest way to say what my life feels like, because I literally feel like I live with the dead. They're always here all the time. There are spirits that I talk to for people on a regular basis that literally just like hang out at my house. Like they're just living people. So like Jacob, for example, is one of them. Jacob is an incredible soul, like just all around. And he's so loved by so many people. So it was such a pleasure to be able to incorporate him in my book as well, just because he also had such a huge impact on my journey as a medium. He opened a lot of doors for me, and so I'm unbelievably thankful for him. So it was a no-brainer to have him, tell the story of what it's like to be a spirit. So you hear what it's like to be a medium, and then you hear what it's like to be dead. And that is something I've never seen done before. And I was taking a shower one day and I was like, babe, I figured out what I want to write about. And he was like, whoa. I was like, what? And I was like, I'm going to write in the perspective of the spirit. I'm going to let Jacob do it. And he was like, holy shit. It's like, yeah, I'll work. Because I struggled for so long. That's fucking
revolutionary, mind-blowing shit, Allie. No one's done that.
It's like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, that's so simple too, because like if the mediums that make books, like, it's so like self-explanatory. Like we talk to spirits all day long. So like, why not let them talk and put it in the book? Like about what they see when they die, or like what happens when you get there, and all of that. So to me, it was just like, that'll work immediately. And I'm not a cocky or arrogant person at all, but like my book, that's like my second child. I have put so much time and effort and everything into, and I'm so proud of it. And I can't wait for people to read it.
That's heart and dedication. And that's your life, your livelihood. And you're not just making up a fiction. As much as I love Stephen King, his fiction work, yours is real life shit. And this is something that you've, unfortunately or fortunately, however you look at it, you were birthed this, so to speak. And it's like anybody else, man. If I'm good at mowing lawns, if I'm good at plowing, I'm gonna fucking charge. There's nothing wrong with charging. No one does anything for free. I'm sorry, dude. Even if you don't charge, then I should fucking tip you. I want to tip you just for being on my show. You've taught me so much this last hour.
You're so sweet.
No, Allie. No, you're the best. And I love your hair, by the way. I go, who the fuck's your redhead? I go, oh,
it's actually a wig. It's a wig. I wish it was my hair. I wish it was my hair.
I love wrestling girls. All wrestling girls wear wigs. I don't give a shit. You're like Sasha Banks. You're white instead. So yeah, a couple more minutes left. So how was your year, man? And what do you look forward to for this year? I know you kind of want to do your own thing.
This year
do you see a second book in the process, possibly?
I think in the future, I definitely want to write another book. I never really realized how much I liked writing until I started writing. It's just another ADHD thing, I think. So
Give me advice. I want to write my first book, and I'm scared as fuck. Like, I don't. What do we write? Once Upon a Time. Like, what do I do? Like,
Adderall. Adderall. Get a prescription.
It's coke.
Prescription. Never would I say to do illegal drugs, but like, yeah, Adderall changed my life though, dude. Like, I don't know how I concentrated before without it, just because like everything was so complicated. Like even talking to spirits, I think that it had something to do with heightening my awareness just a little bit. Like, I'm not saying you're going to take that and you're going to see dead people, but it's just like, because that drug, that prescription, you know, is supposed to make you a little bit more, you know, up there. It's, you know, it just heightens your awareness a little bit. And so I think that also played a role in it too. Right. Yeah, exactly.
Puts you on track. So it's because I'm like you. As you can tell, dude, more hyper I get excited, and I'm everywhere. I'm like, oh, fucking, yeah, squirrel.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I want to, like, you know what I mean? I'll write a page, and next thing you know, I'm making Tostitos pizza rolls, and I'm fucking packing a bong, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, I was writing a book.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right.
Kudos to you. Yeah. Dude, you got more stalkers than anyone I've had on here. I love Allie, the psychic medium. She's done readings for me.
Thank you. She's awesome.
Stephanie Elliott Nino. El Nino. I love the positivity, man. I've never heard anyone talk. I don't think anybody's getting a reason to. Well, excuse me for burping. That's a beer. I've had 3. Real quick shout out to a local brewer here in Massachusetts, Hamper. Look at that. Flannel Friday. Yeehaw. Maynard style. Allie, you've been a treat. This is an hour and a half of your time that I've robbed you of. You'll never get back.
No, it was fun. It was fun. I never get to like interact with adults, so like I'm always just like with a toddler.
I can't believe anyone's come on.
Like, yeah, it's just.
Oh, dude, you're so fucking brilliant. You're such an amazing chick. Even. Oh, look at that. More love for this girl.
Thank you, Erica. Thank you,
Erica. You and your boy AJ work hard. I mean, it's not easy with a toddler. Heather knows that. I love a little kid and all, but there's cries, there's me.
Yeah.
There's sharing.
Yeah, and my child's also a medium too, so you know that's just a whole other tornado of.
Good times. You're in training fun. The rest of your life for the you're gonna be. Yeah. Oh, rock on. Stokes Paranormal says rock on. Hi. Awesome. So yeah, Allie's. Okay, real quick, I gotta rob you another question, real quick.
That's okay.
So do you work with police?
I have.
Do you work on murder cases, missing person cases?
Yes.
I fucking knew it. I should have asked that earlier. Yeah. You do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've helped find missing people. I've helped solve cases before. There's a lot of stuff I can't talk about, just because I'm not supposed to. But the thing that I think I'm the most proud of was one time I did help the FBI, which was really cool. I can't talk about it any more than that, but like it was really cool.
No. And there's a lot of shit in her book. Okay, just tuning in now. I know it's been an hour and a half. Thank you so much. Hi there.
That's Jacob's
here. Thank you for checking in. Oh, another one of Jacob's. Thank you guys. I don't want to steal Allie of her time. I feel like a dickhead. It's like you always go more than an hour, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe that's when my guests never come back on because I know.
Nah.
But I appreciate your time. You know what I mean? Seriously, I really do. I don't do a lot of this, and that's why I'm saying like you're like with me. Like I don't have time because you've been on Netflix. I don't care if you're rooted. I asked one person one time. Okay, I've been to this place in Salem called. It's funny. Bunghole Liquor. Bunghole is the bottom of a keg. I know beavers. Oh, bunghole. I get it. But the bottom of the keg's a bunghole. And it's a liquor store that used to be a funeral home. And this fucking dude, it's on Salem Derby Street in Salem, Massachusetts. There's tunnels underneath it that lead to the ocean that pirates would kidnap kids and bring them on board to row their boats. I shit you not. So cool, Lord. It's sad. It's cool. So I went there and I bought drinks. I couldn't find out a lot of info. So I asked the guy who knows a lot about Salem. This guy's been on Netflix. If I said his name, you probably know him. A lot of people know him. He's a psychic medium. He's older or whatever. I'm not going to say too much. And I'm like, hey, man, I can't figure out the year of that building. He goes, oh, that information is in my book. I go in a messenger. And I was friends with him for a year. And I'm like, are you fucking serious, dude? I was like, be friend. Oh, yeah. He wouldn't even tell me the year of this building because I read his book. And,
I can't stand that. I can't stand that shit.
Yeah, you know what? I don't care if you've been on Holes or Files or you've been on Hunters or you've been. I'm name dropping shit. I probably shouldn't be. The more buzz I do. But care, Allie. That's why I brought you on, dude. I died in a car accident for 38 seconds. My mom died. My best friends died. 2 of my best friends died 2 years apart. I've been cheated on. I had a miscarriage. My only daughter, Mystique. Mystique Peyton Began. Yeah. Anyway, 4 months old, and she died. So that's my only child. That was a long time ago. So I don't get no one to kiss, man. I don't give a fuck. My girlfriend Heather loves me for who I am. I got no reason to bring anybody on, and I fucking think you're one of the best in this field. And I'm excited to get to know you and talk to you. And I consider you a friend. You're stuck with me.
Yeah,
you and AJ are good people.
You as well.
So,
thank you so much.
Thank you for being you, for letting me be one of your sunflowers. I grow out of the weeds, man. And when I look for inspiration, I look to people's pages. Heather, Witching Life Guide Show, Psychic Medium Alexandria Star, Kenneth Drake, and Allie, the Psychic Medium. And I look to be a sunflower because, dude, you drop love in this world. And since Corona and deaths and shit, man, you know, Allie, it's hard. No one gives a fuck.
It is. It's hard. That's why
I pray God blesses you, Allie.
You too. And that's why we have to be light for each other. We have to be beacons of light for each other, because if we don't have each other, then we don't have anything. So we have to be positive.
The ones that deserve it and want it, the ones that are willing to share it and don't want it and not want to give it back and bring you down, you're damn right. So anyway, all right, Allie, go be with your beautiful family. They're missing you.
I will.
Allie Bennett, Allie the Psychic Medium. Look her up. Get her book before it sells out. I'm getting a hard copy personally signed. It's going to be on my mantle. You know me. I'm going to Facebook that shit.
Thank you.
You're going to see it all over the place. Allie, anything? Can you give shout outs to AJ Bennett, your husband, and your little girl?
Thank you to my husband, AJ. Thank you to my husband. Thank you to Iris, my little girl. I couldn't do this without them. I really couldn't. And to my team that helps me run my page too. Thank you.
She's got a team that runs her page on Facebook. Check her out. She's going to take a little hiatus, a little time to grow with her family. Got to love that inspiration. She ain't going nowhere. This chick will be around. Oh, trust me.
And the MASH family. I want to say thank you to the MASH family for all of your support and just for allowing me to have the connection with Jacob that I do. I literally wouldn't be who I am right now if it wasn't for him and it wasn't for you. So thank you.
Goddamn. This is what people need to be. Don't be yourself, but be a little bit more like Allie Bennett. Just be cool, man. Shit sucks, I get it. No, dude, smile, dude, because check it out. We can all push each other. The more we build each other up in life, the more we clear out, guess what? The better life is. Fuck war, man. Gay, black, straight, white, we're all people. Let's just live.
Yes.
So, Historically Haunted Podcast. For Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter, check me out on YouTube. Fucking subscribe already. And for Allie the Psychic Medium. Allie, you're the best. All your fans are putting hearts on me. I gotta go, guys. Love you guys.
See ya.
Check out the hard copy. I'll get up tomorrow. Please come on some other time. I'd like to have you guys on some other time. A little round
table.
It.
Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy your night. Happy New Year.
All right. Thank you guys